Flock of Trent checking in, man. Flock of Trent checking in. Oh, oh. Yeah, man. What's good? What's good? What's good? Listen, today you did what I'm saying. We're gonna be talking about a plethora of things. You feel me? We talking about the Cassidy and Diddy shit. We're gonna talk about the we're gonna talk about I'm sidetracked right now. Hold up. We're gonna get on the Anton Daniels channel. Uh, we talking about lending money to people, friends, families. We're gonna talk about the DEA, the DEA website. Knowing your roots, man. Knowing your roots, knowing your family. Like you got to know what your shit is made of. You got to know it, bro. Without further ado, I'm Flock of Trent, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. By the share the screen.
Alex, that man ain't nothing. He ain't got nothing but God pumping through his veins. Like, truly an angel, you know.
May all my girlies find a love that resembles the love that Alex Fine has for Cassie. Like, what a beautiful demonstration of what it means to be loved fully and fearlessly and unapologetically.
Y'all think girl is, oh, what's her husband gonna feel? That's because too much of y'all manhood is tied to y'all ego. A lot of y'all not ready to help your girl carry her baggage.
Somebody go check on Alex. Somebody go check on Alex. I mean, to have to sit through this court case and
Now, the person in the shout out to Antoine Daniels. I fuck with Antoine heavy, man. Hopefully one day I could get on his podcast and just pick that brother brain. That brother is a brother that can help other brothers level up. I don't agree with him on how he is so comfortable with saying that we all got the same opportunity, like as black people. That's the main thing I don't. That's the only thing I don't respect about him. And I know why he talk like that because he's doing a lot of business with white folks. I probably would start talking like that if I was doing a lot of business with white folks. That brother there though, he's the cooler side of Kevin Samuels. He's married, he has kids, he worked regular jobs, got to the entrepreneurial level. I've been following this brother for some years. I've been following this brother for some years. And he an epitome of black men examples that need to be pushed. Like you feel me? Other than the fact that, like I said, I feel like he's not a Sambo, but he's one of them black guys that's in a room of black folks, white folks saying that it's not racism doesn't exist. He'll be one of the guys that's saying, yeah, you're right, it doesn't. I don't like that about him. But you can't like everything about people. But overall, I can see myself kicking it with him, fucking with him. He dropped gems though that black women don't like to hear, and he can back it up because he's married. Oops. Oops. Here it goes.
And hear all of those horrible things that your wife had to endure. But the worst part is listening to somebody say they urinated in your wife's mouth.
So basically, what all of these women are saying is God is pumping through your veins if you accept bad behavior. God forbid that we actually hold her accountable as an adult for making the choices to be around, be in, and participate in these situations. And I know everybody is a victim when the victim mentality comes through. Forget feminism, forget choice, forget the fact that she actually participated, that she threatened to blow people's cars up, that she is the one that initiated a lot of the freak offs, that she cheated on her husband and then went back to Diddy and went and got buzzed down. Forget all of that. God is with him, because this is how I know true love exists. So true love doesn't exist when you take accountability and responsibility for yourself. It exists in you being recovering from your situation, not even whether or not you actually a good person. You don't have to be a good person. You don't have to be faithful. You can chase the life. You can cheat on Ryan Leslie to get with Diddy. You can cheat on Diddy to get with other people, including the Alex dude. And then you can cheat on the Alex dude, the husband, when he FaceTime, and then go back to Diddy. And then you can get freak offs. You could be drug filled. And oh my God, oh, she's an angel again. Yo, 100 women versus accountability. Women lose every single time. Every time. Fellas, if you the one that they talking about it like this, then be very aware you the simp. You're the simp. You are the person that they are laughing at. You are the guy that, they could be at the locker kissing, hugging. Oh my God, I'm going to reserve myself from you. You are the greatest of all time. But right after that, or right before that, the football team was busting her down, busting it wide open. We gonna make excuses for her. See, guys, they don't get this type of grace, so to speak. We are held accountable for our actions, no matter what we say, no matter what we do, no matter how we feel. We are to be held accountable for our actions. It's not about us. That's what they say. It's not about us. It's about what's best for the woman. The only way that a man can show that he's truly a man is if he tolerates bad behavior and he take her back no matter what.
As an older adult, I didn't want to spend all
And that was my point. It seemed like today, like telling you, I go through this with women. You're the bad guy if you call a woman out about anything negative, you're the bad guy. You're even the bad guy if you inquire about her past. She's gonna say, why does it matter to you? This shit is out of line with accountability, bro. I'm not ducking the smoke that men we have things that we have to work out. I'm not ducking that shit at all. That's 100% true. 100% max true. However, women don't want to hold themselves accountable for the shit that they got to work on, dog. So, Lord forbid, Lord forbid you be a man that want to know I was in a relationship where a chick uh manipulated the situation for me not to want to ask questions about her past. But it was certain things like I wanted to know, like, yeah, you had threesome, like how was it? Who, what you did in it? And like she tried to shame me for wanting to know. Who was the guy? How you look? Let me see. And I kind of felt bad. She made me feel bad. I actually felt bad for wanting to know. And I just stopped pressing on it because I'm like, I could tell she feel uncomfortable. But you did it. And that same girl will be asking me, well, what you and your baby mama used to do? You used to talk to her. How you feel me? Like, do y'all still like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I say the accountability factor, dog. Women don't want to help hold themselves accountable, bro. Like this is 60% of the problem between men and women. Diddy did some wrong shit to Cassidy, but when it comes to this sexual stuff, she 100% played a part in it. She's not a victim. She's a victim to other things that Diddy did. Like I said, in the chick that had the threesome, she claimed she didn't like it. You're not no victim, no. You willingly did that shit. So I want to know how they went down. You feel me? Same thing with Diddy and Cassidy. Like, and women are saying her husband, more men need to be a fuck nigga. More men need to be the simp. The simp don't win. In this case with Cassidy and Cassidy and Alex, that simp won. He's gonna win. But it came out that this woman was married and still cheated on him. And the majority of the women that I fuck with that hid their past, for me, they cheated on their dude with me. At some point, I came in while they already had a situation going and was doing things with me that they didn't do with that person. And those women held their past. And the reason why it's a double-edged sword. Like, we know this shit. Women, y'all don't like to disclose y'all past because y'all know it's gonna get judged. Because you know the past means something. But the reverse psychology, the manipulation is when a woman to tell you the past don't mean nothing. Why you worried about what I did with other dudes? If it doesn't mean nothing, what you did with other dudes? If it really don't mean nothing, because the past means something. You know what I'm saying? The past means a lot. Always. The past always means something. You feel me? That's why it's so sacred. That's why it's so hidden. I don't like that, man. Because a man got to tell you his past. A man going to tell you them sorry ass women he was with and them top women that he was with. Y'all going to hide it, man. And then now when this how it happened, you think you hid it, and then the man finds out or he sees a glimpse of what you was into or what you used to do. And boom, now he judging because he just couldn't imagine. Not you. You couldn't. You not the saint. This is how us men think, ladies. Like, not the saint. Not. I asked you, you was. You know what I'm saying? A woman that told me she didn't like threesomes. She told me she also said later on the line when she finally told me what kind of porn she watched girl on girl porn. But she talk about gays like a dog. but she didn't indulge in homosexual activity. But what's the telltale sign, man? You watch girl on girl porn, you fuck with that. It's something in you that's sexually attracted to a woman. But she could never elaborate on her sexual experience with a woman. She didn't want to be judged because that would have opened up to, hmm. So why we can't do that? Then the no or the yay or the nay, in her mind, it goes deeper. The rabbit hole goes on. So, but damn, how does he view me now? Damn, did he think this the whole time? Damn, the image that I've been portraying, damn, he finally seeing that I'm a freak. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man. But being a guy who just, oh, it doesn't matter. I love you. You feel me? Like you got a boyfriend now, I still love you. That be the dudes that they girl get nutted in, and then they come eat it up. I didn't see, man, this shit is crazy, man. Let's go back to Mr. Anton though. Let him cook, y'all. We gotta let this brother cook, man. Cause this brother, you heard me? This brother is cooking.
Some of this, the violence, and you put your hands on him first. Again, I'm gonna say this for the record, and I stand on this 100%. After the testimony, after the videos, after the evidence, after the text messages, that they were in a toxic relationship. Nothing more. Toxic woman, toxic man. I don't believe that Diddy is guilty of the crimes that they are charging him for. I think that he's guilty of being nasty. I think that he's guilty of being demonic. I think that he's guilty of being freaky. I think that he's guilty of domestic violence. I do not believe that he's guilty of the things that they're trying to put him away for life for.
Thanks.
And I do believe that as he was sitting in that courtroom witnessing it, as people told me, including my dog Myron, as people was telling me at what was happening in that courtroom, I don't believe that she told him everything. I guarantee you that there was probably, if she didn't know that she had to go on that witness stand, because you got to remember that this was a civil case. This was not a criminal case at all. This was not supposed to be him getting convicted. HSI, the feds, all of these people, and again, this was as it was explained to me by people that was in a courtroom and that has worked in the government in these fields. They need a big fish. They need a big case in order to continue to petition for the type of funding, especially now that we're tamping down on what we're using government agencies for. They need big fishes, and they need to go ahead and convict somebody and throw them under the bus. So I believe that although Diddy can be described as a lot of these things, that he is also food. He is a person that is being used as collateral damage so that other people can push their agendas. And that is the sick part, ladies and gentlemen, because they will sit here and gaslight you and tell you that you're a good man. Did you see the example that they used? They also used Russell Wilson. So a woman that had been ran through by the industry, right? And was with the worst of the worst, had his child future as far as how it is that these women is out here running around in these streets. And Lord, I know the Lord is with Russell Wilson. Why we gotta suffer? You know, I was telling people again, and I always use this example, that I used to see women in church pray for a good man. I mean, they could have been former crackheads, prostitute, whatever it was that they wanted to be in their past lifetime, they could have did that. And because they then got saved and put on a sundress, they didn't add any value, couldn't speak any better, not better educated, nothing. They wanted a high value 6-figure man that can come around and parade them and then ultimately save them from themselves. right? And I used to ask myself, wait a minute. So God is supposed to give you him. God don't love him too? Why don't God love him? You know what I'm saying? Like, men know what we qualify for. Now, I'm not saying that we won't try to hit everything, but we know what we qualify for as far as, you know, the value of a woman. In every situation, we always date parallel or down for whatever reason. And I keep telling guys, stop being with dusty women. Make sure you vet for the direction that you're going in. And you need to get with people that got just as much to lose as you, because otherwise you can get Shay Sharped. You know what I'm saying? You can get taken to the bank, all of that. It gets a lot more messy when the person ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So guys know what we qualify for, and we stay in our lane for the most part. But women, they're a little bit different. A little bit different. They don't care. They all believe that they deserve a billionaire. They all believe that they deserve the best that God has to offer.
Listen. And this is what I always say, and this is what I stand for. Every woman that I ever met feel like she a good woman. I never met no woman yet that said, man, listen, I ain't shit, man. I got flaws. But every woman that I ever met saying that they was a good woman. Every woman that I ever met that came from another man, they said that man did them wrong. Everyone. I swear to God. I swear to God. Every woman that I ever met said that they was a good woman. Not saying that they not. So that's why my motto is, it's far more good women than good men out there. Because the man gonna let you know, man, I'm flawed. I ain't shit at times. I tell the bitch in a heartbeat, I'm not perfect. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth the headache. I'm worth the tears. I'm worth the hard work. I'm worth the smiles. I'm worth the fun. I'm worth the love making. Every woman that I met, the last 3 women in my life, the last situations, they all still to this day, they all feel like nothing wrong with them. One of them married. Let's say out of the last 5, 6 women I took serious. And what I mean by took serious is we messed around and I fucked with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have met their kids, or I might have, started. We might talk for a couple years, a date, or we in a relationship. And the relationship is rare. All them women out of, let's just say out of the last 6, 7 women I courted for real. None of them married except one. And she's struggling to stay married because she don't want to be like the rest. But today's age, they'll manipulate you into being a simp. Cassie's husband is a simp, a sucker ass nigga. I guaranteed you 100%. I guaranteed you 100%. Cassie ain't tell this nigga everything, but she gotta say it all now in front of them white folks. And Cassie's husband gonna get that money. Let's see how that shit turn around when now they married. Now he look, watch how that shit turn around. They married. She up now. She got that money while they was married. Divorce, he get half. Benito, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga married a hoe. Cassie was nothing but a hoe. In disguise. When you find you a simp, nigga, You know what I'm saying? Like when they find them a simp nigga ladies, you heard me? When they find them a simp nigga, you heard me? Or a green nigga, they can pull anything. But when you find a man who stand on principles and know what's going on out you, that shit ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna fly, bro. A man who know shit, who know too much shit, or done been around the block, a hoe not gonna not be able to be a hoe around him. He's gonna spot it. But see, Cassie gonna learn, cause that same man that she embarrassing, he a white boy. He already having talks about what he gonna do with that money. He already having talked about what he gonna do with that money. And y'all saying bless his heart, bless his soul. Like, man, that girl wanted to do that shit. That girl was benefiting for that shit. She was benefiting with them watches and earrings and chains and being eye candy with Diddy. Now she want a return on her investment. You can't get a return on that investment. You can't get a return on that pussy. You can't get a return on that coochie, Liz. I'm telling you, man, you can't get a return on that coochie, man. The more it gets stretched, more each year it gets stretched. You might got that snapback, but your shit might be dry. It take more and more to get your shit wet, get you up there. That pussy get bored fast now. It get dry fast. You heard me? Like, yeah. And this ain't me talking about women. It's just me holding accountable, dog. Like, you cannot be a hoe in your past life and not, man. My bad. That's my Airbnb. Just trying to check in. Uh, excuse me. You cannot be an undercover hoe and it not come to the light. You can't have a lot of bodies and nobody know. It don't matter if you go. It doesn't matter if you go find. It don't matter if you from New Mexico and you move to Chicago. If you got a lot of bodies and you run across a dude who didn't deal with a lot of women, he's gonna know. He's gonna know. It used to happen to me all the time. It happened to me so frequent now. Once I start talking to a chick, it's a couple key sentences she say that let me know she like different dicks. It's another couple set sentences that lets me know she's fucked a lot of men. She don't want to be judged by it. It's a couple ways and body movements and shit. It's a couple body feelings that I can automatically know. She fuck a lot. She done been fucked a lot by different people. You feel me? So you and a lot of time, them guys who know what's out, them be guys who like the popping dude with motion. That be the one women be wanting, but be hard to deal with. They be needing the simp because the simp is gonna do whatever. He's not gonna no judgment. You feel me? He ain't gonna hold you accountable. The guys with the motion, the guys who popping, the guys who aesthetically mostly pleasing, probably you ain't gonna be able to do anything around him because he done been with a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? He knows women enough.
They all believe that they should be reformed. They all believe that they that ish. And it is a wild, wild perspective, a wild assumption, a wild thing that you see. You see the attitudes of these selfish people that is on the internet sitting here telling you that take a bad chick, take the worst of the worst, and let God reform her. Nope, don't get one that actually is good for you. Get a horrible one, suffer through it, let dudes do whatever it is that they want, and then you be the one that's on the tail end picking up the pieces. Do that. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you.
Shout out to Antoine Daniel. Antoine Daniel. My bad, Joe. I was locked in looking at another video. I'm getting off this cat situation because they're gonna swear to God I hate women. Because I'm keeping it real, bro. You can't run like you can't. I don't know, man. That shit crazy. Man. You can't act like your past. Like I said, a woman did that with me for years, hid her past, and that shit turned around. It bit both of us in the ass. It bit her, and it had been bit her in the ass because I found out about it, and I didn't say nothing, and that led me to act a fool. Going into that, I'm gonna go straight into. You need to know your roots, man. You need to know your family roots. You need to know what kind of DNA in you. We ain't talking. You need to know your blood type and all that shit too. Do y'all have a history of diabetes? Because that means you need to change the family diet history. Yeah, you need to know shit. How many retarded people in your family, man? You know, shit. They need to game you, man. Do motherfuckers have ED, erectile dysfunction, man? You need to know. But most important, you need to know your family traditions and how they coming, bro. And we need to stop acting like generational curses not real. People speak on generational curses, but they don't want to acknowledge them fully. They only want to acknowledge the generational curses that's evident and blatantly there. What about the ones that's not blatantly there? You need to know your roots, bro. Excuse me. You need to know if you come from a line of strong warrior class, or you need to know if you come from a line of docile men, docile women. You need to know if you come from a line of hoes. Was your grandma a hoe? Was your great grandma? You need to find out, was your mama a hoe? Was your daddy a freaking nigga? Was your daddy a deadbeat? You need to know your family. Was his daddy a deadbeat? Was his brother? You need to know. You need to know. You need to know because your roots gonna determine your future. I know a chick who she hates her family, but her family fucked up on her mama's side and her daddy's side. she vows to not be like them, and she act like them. Because as much as she try to run from her roots of a tree, you better learn nature. Nature is directly tied into the human life. Roots of a tree grow and spread far and deep before you see the top. So the roots growing underneath in the dark, a lot happens in the fucking dark. It take years for you to see that fucking shit sprout. Mm, don't let it be a fruit tree. It take years for it to bear fruit. While it's taking them years, them roots is going left, right, busting through the earth. Your family roots, you can't run from that. I used to tell I used to tell Shorty something similar because I didn't want to hurt her feelings or make her feel like I was judging her. But what I really wanted to tell her is what I'm saying on this podcast. You act just like your people. You need to learn your folks. You need to learn them. Because it seemed like you're just so busy trying to flee. You're fleeing, but she complained about a family member who flees. And she would flee. And she talked about that family member. And she does it. See what I'm saying? You gotta know your roots. You gotta know what your people do. For instance, my mom got molested at a young age. That put her in a mode of I don't trust you. I don't need you. I'm gonna do it on my own. So I know that's with me. So I know when people call me out on that, I look at my roots and then I figure out how can I block that? Because I know they're right. It's part of me. So how can I shift it? I look at my roots. I'm always helping friends. Who I get that shit from? One of my partners owe me some bread right now. I helped them when I really couldn't. But I know I'm more of a hustler than him. He a comfortable hustler. He hustle in the comfort of going home every day and shit. He not like me when it comes to hustling. He's not like me. That's my nigga. We very similar. He not like me when it comes to that. But I get that type of givingness from my grandmother, dog. You gotta know your roots, man. Your roots is a strong determined factor of who you are, who you gonna become, man. And your roots can break you or make you. I'm not even gonna say that your roots, you feel me? I'm not even gonna say that your roots can break you. Not being aware of your roots, trying not to acknowledge your roots, trying to ignore your roots, that should have break you. I used to tell my oldest little girl all the time, hey, you know you got two sets of people here. Act too much like your other people if you want to. You will see your path. I said, you better pull from my people, you better pull from your mama people, and you better create who you gonna be. You take just from your mama people, you gonna be fucked. Don't take just from my people either. You can acknowledge your roots and be decent, or you can run from your roots, and then your roots gonna find you. I'm gonna say that your roots, you feel me? I'm not even gonna say that your roots can break you. Not being aware of your roots, trying not to acknowledge your roots, trying to ignore your roots, that should have break. My bad, y'all. I did that shit bad just now, man. Uh, you need to know the ways of your folks. Because your kids DNA will skip. DNA, it'll skip you. It'll skip you. You heard me? Like, it'll skip you and hit you and bam, hit your offspring. You need to know what's in your bloodline, dog. You need to know what's down your bloodline, bro. You need to know what's down your bloodline, dog. Because when you know how your people is, you can pinpoint. When I went to Africa for the first time and I met my family, when I met my family in Nigeria for the first time, I stayed with them a month. Had never met them. I said, this explains why I do some of the shit I do. This explains why I act how I act. I'm like, dog, I should have been got down here. Answers that I was looking for in my life, I didn't find it until I went way to Africa. Things that could have helped me as an adult, as a young adult, as a teenager, as a kid, probably. That's why I tell my oldest, don't get caught up in that shit that your people over there got going on. Learn both ways. I took shit from my daddy people. I took shit from my mama. I put that together. Plus with my own identity and them too, I put it together. I mix it up. Sculpted who I am. I sculpt this shit. Know your roots, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's 2025, y'all. The people who doing good and steadily doing good and been doing good for a long time, you're gonna be a target. You're gonna be a target to help, bro. You gotta say no. You gotta learn how to say no. I got a problem saying no. I say no. I don't say no enough. I don't say no enough. But my bad, y'all. Being on your shit in 2025, you're gonna be a target of helping people, man. You gotta learn how to say no. Financial helping. You gotta learn how to say no. You gotta learn how to say no when it comes to financials, bro. It's 2025. Shit getting harder and harder, bro. It's easy for motherfuckers to. You gotta say no, man, and just accept the hard feelings. Accept the hard feelings, they'll get over it. Cause the feelings gonna be even harder when you looking for your bread and they don't got it, and now you pressing them about it. The feelings gonna get even harder, and your bread is still on the line. At least if you say no, you ain't gave up no bread. The feelings ain't hard. This shit out here is different, man. This shit out here is different, bro. People different. People moving different. People talk different. The games that people play are different. All the shit out here is different. They're not coming normal. They're coming at you congruent. Man, look, them folks is coming at you congruent. Off topic, picture why my credit went down 141 points. Like, nigga, what the? An account bounced back on my shit. The account, dog, like, I really feel like I could sue them folks. Like, Chrysler Capital got an account on my shit talking about I'm in the negative. I ain't paid my shit off. I ain't paid, but I've been paying, never missed a payment. I had 2 cars that bounced back on my shit out of nowhere. Don't know how they did that. But I never still missed a payment though. They bounced back and I paid them my regular, normal. You know, it's showing I missed buku payments. Man, but I haven't. They put that on my credit score. That shit is affecting my credit score, dog. They got my shit looking bust up. Got my shit looking bust up. My shit dropped 141. My shit is at 630 something. 632 or some shit. Stop letting people borrow money, bro. If you don't let them borrow, their life still go on, man. Make motherfuckers go get a payday loan. Make a motherfucker go get a payday loan with them white folks. Get in bed with them white folks, man. You being on your shit, you become a target. Because all favors is not the same, man. I hate financial favors. I hate having to break down financial favors with friends and family. I hate having to talk about that, bro, because it's like, come on, man. The financial favors supposed to be even. You can't put the favor of I'm watching your kids as a favor of can I borrow $3,000? I've been watching your kids. Whoa, hold on. This is money we talking about now. I'll watch your kids in exchange for you to go make 3,000. You how you figure I got 3,000? Man, because I know you know you on you because you know what? Say it. Say it. Slick pocket watcher. You know I'm more responsible with my money. You know I'm gonna make some money. You know I'm gonna go do something uncomfortable to make the money, and you know that you're not gonna do the uncomfortable shit to make the money, but you want me to borrow the money so you can be comfortable and continue to do what you want to do, continue to do it how you want to do it, continue to be comfortable. Mm. So is that right? You think is that shit right? I don't know. Ah, 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 ah. I don't know if that shit right, dog. It ain't right. I say no money wise, man. Create opportunities for people to make money, but just flat out letting people borrow money in this day and age, man. It takes too much to get your shit back, and people don't do that with the white folks. That be my main thing. You don't rock like that with the white folks. That's my main thing for me. The disrespect. You would not do that to the white folks. You will not pay that car note or pay that fucking light bill because you're going to be in the house hot, in the dark, and uncomfortable. But you will let you will borrow the bread from me and allow me to be uncomfortable. I will be uncomfortable trying to get the bread back. You're not gonna let the white folk be uncomfortable. You ain't gonna do it. You're gonna give them the issue out the dribble. You're gonna let them get them. Mm, 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 mm. Man, hold up. Nibia stock went down. This shit crazy, bro. Anyways, man. Let me go to something, y'all. Ready to get it started. I got no sense. Yeah, man. Damn. I had to look. I don't know that boy mom or what. Boy, I had the little boy. Ah, hold on, man. Let me go back to that. Uh, the most wanted fugitives. I'm on the DEA website because Dana Bob rewarded Dan Alexander Mendoza, Porque Gordo, El Menchon, leader Sinjin cartel. Garcia. God damn them boys. Shit. I want y'all to see this shit like the DEA website. The DEA website. This right here, bro, this fentanyl shit, bro. This fentanyl shit, bro. This fentanyl shit, bro. This ain't what's up. I wish look at this men boxes. They love this shit, man. You couldn't pay me 2 milligrams of fentanyl equals a potential deadly dose. Oh my god, just 2 milligrams. You couldn't pay me to touch this, put this in my car, and deliver this for somebody, middleman. You couldn't pay me. You couldn't give me $1 million for me to middleman facilitate it. Because first of all, I'd be like, you give me $1 million to facilitate the Fetty Wap. You trying to have me as the person go down for the Fetty Wap. You couldn't get me to facilitate no movements with this shit right here. I seen something today when they said that Mexico and China have banned together. China growing the weed in Mexico, so Mexico can grow this shit, show them how to woo, and grow the shit in Mexico, get it in America. No. Cartel is letting Chinese come and grow weed for a price and get it in America. The cartel. Chinese is sending their scientists and chemists showing Mexico how to make the fentanyl, so that way fentanyl labs can be stationed in the United States. The motherfuckers who selling fentanyl making a fucking killing, man. Them niggas making a fucking killing, dog. And they killing folks. They making a killing and they killing folks. Come on, man. But I want to go to something else though. I want to go to something for y'all to see, man. Data statistics. I think it is what it is. Type in this right here for a second. Suppression, eradication. Look at this shit. If you sell gas, bro, you need to be on the DEA website, man. Standard operating procedures for analysis of suspected cannabis plant material. It's not a whole lot of shit that been happening about that cannabis. But you know what's crazy? That the DEA got programs like this, and then California got the federal government got programs like the 2018 Farm Bill, which legalizes hemp from marijuana. Hemp from marijuana is a hemp derivative. Attorney license, New York, charged with marijuana offenses. FDA approved drug. Man, listen, Operation DEA records. Hashish. This is what they be smoking in Dubai and shit too. Marijuana. I wanted to see something else though, man. I wanted to show y'all something, dog, about the weed. But basically what I'm saying is that, man, you gotta love be looking like, or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, stay on, like, keep your research going on, man. Like, for shit, bro. Just steady researching and know the laws. I'll ask anybody who, if you want to be a DEA agent, go ahead, do your shit, bro. But um, look up shit. It's something I wanted to show y'all, man. Hold up, I can't find it. Whistleblower, another word for rat. Prospect vendors, forensic. It was something. It was a. Let me see if I can send it to the computer, y'all. But this site right here, it show y'all. Oh my God, submit a tip. Wow. Hold on. Hello. Stay up to date with the laws, man. I stay up to date with marijuana laws because I love marijuana. When I touched the marijuana plant for the first time I touched the marijuana plant was a half ounce. And then I took the seeds out and I was like, if I can grow this, I don't have to buy from anyone else. This was super entrepreneur, impressionable mind me. God, I wish I can get back to being so creative. And I was like, yeah. So I always try to be about all things cannabis because I'm about all things cannabis. I love cannabis, man. I'm not gonna lie. I love what it can do for people. I love that it can help people. I love that it can financially buffer things for people. Like, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? That's me today, man. We touched on a couple topics, man. I'm gonna get back at y'all. I give y'all these raw clips because I just really want y'all to just, tap in. It be things that y'all be wanting to talk about or hear about during the day, but I just, I'm gonna give the raw content, man. I don't know why I got the DA shit still up there. Man. I'm gonna give y'all the raw content though, bro. It is what it is. See, I don't my hair ain't did. I went and wash it, but I ain't do it. Come on, let me let the bumper clots out, man. Mm, mm. Ready to get it started. Yeah. 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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Skeezy. Hey. Hey. Flock of Trent checking in. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.